Myself, Dr. P. Soumya, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry. Today I am going to discuss about environmental science. That is, the topic is definition, scope and importance of environment. Definition, scope and importance of environment. Here, in this session, I am going to cover the topics: what is environment, that is definition of environment, functions of environment, scope of environmental science, and importance of environmental science. Here, so what is environment? So the word environment is derived from French word environ, so which means surrounding and enveloping. So which means surrounding and enveloping. Here, this comes from environ and it is means surrounding and enveloping. Here, two different definitions are there. So according to C.C. Park, environment refers to the sum of all the conditions which surround man at a given point in space and time. So environment refers to the sum of all conditions which surround man at a given point in a space and time. Here, so the Douglas and Holland, so according to Douglas and Holland, so the term environment is used to describe in the aggregate all external forces and influences and conditions which affect the life, nature, behavior and the growth, development and maturity of living organisms. Here, according to Douglas and Holland, so the term environment is used to describe in the aggregate all external forces, influences and conditions which affect the life, nature, behavior and the growth, development and maturity of all the living organisms. So this is about environment. And so what is environmental science? So the environmental science is multidisciplinary science, so which combines physics, chemistry, biology, medical, health science, life science, agriculture science, forestry, public health, engineering and so on. So it is environmental science is a multidisciplinary science. It is a multidisciplinary science which includes, it combines physics, chemistry, biology, medical, health science, life science, agriculture science, forestry, public health, engineering and so on. So many subjects are, so many disciplines are this combined and they are come under environmental science. So the main objective of environmental science is to protect the environment. So the main objective of environmental science is to protect the environment. So the main aim is to protection of environment. The main aim of environmental science is the protection of environment. So all the factors such as physical, geographical, chemical, biological and ecological which affects human life and its existence on this planet are called environment. So another definition of environment is all the factors such as physical, geographical, chemical, biological and ecological aspects which affects human life and its existence on this planet are called as environment. Here, the totality of surrounding conditions for comfortable living organisms is also called as environment. The totality of surrounding conditions for comfortable living organisms, it is called as environment. So the environment is the area in which we live. So the environment is the area in which we live. So the environment includes earth, lakes, forests, farms, vegetarian and other biological life such as animals, plants, bacteria and microorganisms. So environment means it includes earth, lakes, forests, farms, vegetarian and animals, and it includes plants, bacteria and also microorganisms. So what are the functions of environment? It assimilates waste. The environment assimilates waste means the production and consumption activities generate waste. So the production and consumption activities generate waste. So this occurs mostly in the form of garbage. So this waste occurs mostly in the form of garbage. So the environment helps in getting rid of the garbage. The environment helps in getting rid of the garbage. So the environment, second one is the environment enhances the quality of life. So the environment enhances the quality of life. So human beings enjoy the beauty of nature that includes rivers, mountains, deserts, etc. So the environment enhances the quality of life. So because of that, human beings enjoy the beauty of nature that includes rivers, mountains, deserts, etc. So these add to the quality of life. So these add to the quality of life of human beings and other living organisms. So the environment enhances the quality of life. So and also it provides the supply of resources. Environment provides the supply of resources. So the environment offers resources for production, and it includes both renewable and non-renewable resources. So examples of these sources wood are furniture, soil, land, etc. etc. Wood for furniture, soil, land, etc. These come under renewable and non-renewable resources. So these are resources. So here this will provided by the environment. So the environment, it sustains the life. So the environment includes the sun, soil, water and air, which are essential for human life. So the environment includes sun, soil, water and air. Sun, soil, water and air. So which are more essential for human life. So it sustains life by providing genetic and biodiversity. So environment, it sustains the life by providing genetic and biodiversity. So these are the functions of environment. So here classification of environment. So these all the components of environment basically divided into two categories. First one is biotic environment. Second one is abiotic environment. So all the components of environment are basically divided into two categories. First one is biotic environment, abiotic environment. So here environment, it is divided into two types. So abiotic means it includes air, water, soil and material. So biotic means it includes plant, animal and microbes. So biotic environment, it includes all living organisms and biological life such as animals, birds, forest, reptiles, insects, bacteria and microorganisms like algae and fungus. So biotic environment, it includes all the living organisms. So such as and biological life such as animals, birds, forests, means trees, reptiles, insects, bacteria and microorganisms such as algae, fungi, like that. Algae, fungi, like that. So these are come under biotic environment, means living organisms. This includes living organisms. So abiotic environment, it includes all non-living organisms. So the abiotic environment includes all non-living components or living organisms. So such as land, mountains, rivers, air, water, temperature, humidity, water vapor, sand, dust, clouds. So these all are non-living components. So these all are non-living components. So these are come under abiotic environment. So land, mountains, rivers, air and water vapor, humidity and sand, dust, clouds, all are non-living components. So these are come under abiotic environment. So environment two types, biotic and abiotic environment. Biotic environment, it includes all living organisms like forests, animals, birds, insects, microorganisms And abiotic environment, it includes non-living components such as land, mountains, rivers, air, water vapor, clouds, so sand, dust, all are come under abiotic environment. Here, scope of environmental science. So, what is the scope of environmental science? So, environmental science, we know that it is a multidisciplinary science, which includes multidisciplines such as chemistry, biology, and maths, and some life sciences, biological sciences, and more, so on. So, it is a multidisciplinary science whose basic aspects have a direct relevance to every sections of society. So it is a science, environmental science is a multidisciplinary science whose basic aspects have a direct relevance. It is direct relevant to the every section of the society. So its main aspects are, so the environmental science main aspects are conservation of nature and natural resources. So means conservation of biological diversity. Conservation of nature and natural resources means conservation of biological diversity. So this study creates awareness among the people. The environmental science study, it creates the awareness among the people and it provides the knowledge about ecological systems and cause and effect relationship. The environmental science study provides the knowledge about ecological systems and cause and effect relationship, and it provides necessary information about biodiversity richness and the potential dangers. It explains about the potential dangers to the species of plants, animals, and microorganisms in the environment. It will explain about the potential dangers so to the species of plants, animals, microorganisms which are present in environment, and it will use to understand the causes and consequences due to natural and man-induced disasters. So it will explains and it is used to understand. Environmental science is used to understand the causes and consequences due to natural and man-induced disasters. Natural disasters. So what are the causes and consequences of natural disasters can be known by the environmental science. Here the pollutions and measures to minimize the effects. By using environmental science, we can know the pollutions and measures to minimize the effects of pollution. So we have to know the measures of the pollution to minimize the effect of pollution. So this can be known by the study of environmental science. Here the environmental science enables so one to evaluate alternative responses to environmental issues. So here it is enable to evaluate alternative responses to environmental issues. And the study, it enables environmentally literate citizens. The study enables environmentally literate citizens and the exposes the problem. The environmental study exposes the problem of exposes the problem of overpopulations, health, hygiene, and role of arts, science, and technology in eliminating or minimizing the evils from the society. So it is used to identify and develop the appropriate and indigenous eco-friendly skills and technologies to various environmental issues. It is used to identify and develop appropriate and indigenous eco-friendly skills and technologies to various environmental issues, and it teaches the citizens the need for sustainable utilization of resources. So it teaches the citizens the need for sustainable utilization of resources, how to use the sustainable resources. So they can explain, the environmental study explains that environmental science teaches the citizens the need for sustainable utilization of resources, and it enables theoretical knowledge into practice and the multiple uses of environment. So it can enables the theoretical knowledge into practice and multiple uses of environment. So this is the scope of environmental science. So what is the importance of environmental studies or environmental science? So the world population is increasing at an alarming rate, especially in developed countries. So we know that the world population is day by day it is increasing. So it is at an alarming rate, especially in developing countries. We can see the world population is increasing. So the natural resources in the earth is limited. So we know that natural resources are limited, but the world population is increasing day by day. So here the methods and techniques of exploiting natural resources are advanced. So methods and technologies or techniques of exploiting natural resources are advanced. So over exploitation of resources. So here no resources for future generation. So here the natural resources in the earth is limited. So here methods and techniques are exploiting natural resources and they are advanced. So by the over exploitation of resources, so we can get no resources. We can get no resources for future generation. So there is no resources for future generation. So here the environmental studies here unplanned. So the unplanned exploitation, it will lead to the pollution. So here due to over exploitation of resources, so there is no resources for regeneration, future generation because of unplanned exploitation. So that leads to the pollution. That leads to the pollution. This pollution and degraded environment, so that causes health of all living things on earth. So this will affect on the health of all the things on earth. So pollution and degraded environment, it will affect the health of all the living things on earth. So the combined responsibility and appropriate actions for the deteriorating environment. So this importance of environmental science, it is a combined responsibility and appropriate actions for the deteriorating environment. So this is education, environmental studies. It is an education and training, and for education and training are needed to see the biodiversity species extinction. So the importance of environmental study and the aim of environmental study is to protect the environment, to protection of environment. So the education and training are needed to save the biodiversity species and extinction. So this is importance of environmental studies. So thank you so much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.